All right, here we go. So Joy and I are late night workers. So we were just having this discussion about how crazy it's been. I mean, my Facebook Messenger, my text messages has been blowing up, with people asking questions since my last live about the patches and what is going on with the patches. I didn't realize that so many people had so many challenges when it comes to pain, when it comes to anxiety, when it comes to stress, when it comes to all these different things that I talked about in my last live. So I brought on the pro to be able to help me. No, seriously, Joy, I really appreciate you introducing Wendy and I to this. I know you just reached out to us initially because Wendy was in pain. And then you said, you got to try this. And me being the skeptic that I was like, all right, I'll do it because it is that you say, but I don't understand how these patches work. And again, we'll go over it. It's really simple, right? It's just the technology that's inside of it is the ridges. It's just like you reading Braille and it turning
Mhm.
into words inside of your brain. You
Yep.
being able to place it on the skin. You see, I got my I
Yeah.
got my focus patch here, right? And so you being able to place it on the skin helps
Yeah.
to be able to, and you can explain it more, Joy. So go ahead and then kind of explain. First of all, before it is that we get into explaining how it works, tell about your experience, like your experiences that you had and why it is that you started actually doing the super patches, right?
Well, really, mine was probably not unique because I'm sure that many people across everywhere have this, and it's called menopause or hot flashes, and it's so flippin' not amazing. So it's not. It's very brutal. So, I always say that it's like, man, you feel like you go to bed a greyhound, and anyone who knows a greyhound dog, it's like they look like they're scrapping because they're skinny, and then you wake up a Shar So it's like, what in the world is all over my body and why did it happen? So, and that doesn't obviously happen overnight, but it kind of feels that way. You're just like in this perimenopause state. You're kind of wondering what all these hormones and everything are going, and you're trying to figure this out. And this like full blown hot flashes and all the stuff that goes with that. And I will spare everybody all the stuff, but those who've gone through it, no. And so anyway, for me, I really just was trying to figure out a way to, because I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to do any of the synthetic stuff. I really didn't want to do any of the avenue. I really try to stay as holistic as possible for myself. I don't like to take in things that are not natural to my body, or it would cause this, or I have to stay on it for the rest of my life, or all the things. So a friend of mine introduced me to that, and she was sharing with me. She's like, "Man, you got to just try this out." And at first I thought, yeah, I don't know. And of course, my brain was going a little crazy. I'm like, what is that? What's it going to do? So she was telling me, she goes, just try it. I'm going to send you some, just try it. So she sent me, I'm just going to show you, she sent me the things that have helped me. And so she sent me what's called peace, because that is what just calms everything, and you produce cortisol and all that, and you don't want to produce it, especially when you're going through all the things. And she sent me the liberty, and she sent me the defend. Okay. So these are the three things that I actually started utilizing, because the piece is actually to calm everything, bring your cortisol levels low. And then the Liberty is an amazing patch that's kind of like the motherboard of everything. It sets your body at homeostasis. It's the only one that does that. It's amazing. Just by itself, it's amazing. And then, of course, the Defend is basically like for your immune system and all that, but it's amazing for blood flow and all that. So it just helps everything, your body temperature. And what I didn't know is when you find everything out about your body temperature, it has a whole lot to do with everything. So if your body temperature, your natural body temperature is out of whack, this is really important, because when you put yourself back into where you're supposed to be, life is so much better, home is so much better, kids are so much happier, mom's happier. So all the things. So those were like the three main things that was really helping me. And I noticed that I actually, like, when you have 12,000 degrees right at your face and it's just super hot, you're like, what in the world? You feel like one of those, I'm going to say it, those A&M people that used to build those bonfires really large, and you felt like you were standing up really close to it, and you couldn't get away from it at all. But that's what it felt like. And so AC was always at 62, or you sleep at 62, and all that. So it was like a freezer all the time. So now, long story short, I've been doing that for a little bit of time. All of the hot flashes are gone. I'm now like my body temperature is normal. I'm not having all of that experience. I can actually have this normal temperature in the house and everyone's happy that it's the normal temperature. And then she kind of was telling me a little bit of an adage just because I was experiencing it was just like, okay, so what do I do with this stuff? And she's like, add Ignite. So Ignite has been wonderful because it actually helps you, your resting metabolism. It helps you burn 325 calories. So that way it's helping you at that rest state that you're sitting at all the time. So I added Ignite. So now I've got these beautiful things all over and I love it. It's been amazing. So for me, that was like a really big thing. For Mike, for those that know Mike, he has arthritis really bad in his hands. He was driving at night and he was doing that as the job that he was doing here. And but his hands were hurting really bad all the time. But really when you're driving, your hands are like this constantly. That's a stress in itself. So we actually started him with Freedom, which is for pain. I mean, yeah, Freedom for Pain. And then we started him with the Liberty because, again, that's like the motherboard. And then he actually started out with the Victory because Victory is like this on steroids. It's like Liberty on steroids, but it helps give you that stamina and the increase of energy and all that. And so driving, that was the three main patches that he really liked. So his pain level on a scale of 1 to 10 was really more like a 12. And it has taken everything down for him for like a 2 or 3. So that's huge.
Huge.
Anyone who has arthritis or anything like that. And really, the Freedom Patch is really known for helping your pain level go down about there. It's really like a 73% decrease in pain.
Yeah.
Huge.
That's
So,
my favorite.
that,
That's the one that people have been approaching me the most. I got the most response on the last live
yeah,
from. And so yeah, like you, I've been doing the freedom, the liberty, and the peace is a good combination too as well, because it is that you're calming everything down because you have anxiety whenever you usually have pain. And so
yeah,
this helps with, when it comes to anxiety and calming down. So this is a great combination. I have them back here. This is a great combination to put together. So we're doing
yeah,
a lot of this combination to be able to get people started now. Now
yeah,
talk
that's
about
really
some
cool.
most of the results. Like if you put on, we do the strength and balance test. We talk about this all the
Oh,
time
yeah.
with the Liberty, and it's instantaneous. Like everybody, it's instantaneous result. But some of the stuff that you want to be able to do for a week, 2 weeks, or whatever else, so that way your body can get acclimated to the change, right? Which is why it is that I love the 7 day experience is great. But a lot of people they just jump right into the full pack, so that way it is that they can experience it. Really, there's 28. So last year month for a pack, and by that time you're definitely going to be able to experience the results, right? And then
And you're doing it
we
for one
always have
reason.
yeah,
It's
we also have a special for our people who jump on and they get the full packs, right? So we always do that as well. But a lot of people have been approached me about that as well. Then I have the athletes who are coming in, and of course we want to be able to do the victory and the liberty for them together. But a lot of athletes love adding, like Alec loves adding the focus in. He's a baseball player, and he said I could just see the ball better whenever it is that I'm in baseball with focus, which I would have never thought about. Plus, school, studying in class, being able to stay focused is all huge benefits for him. So he loves the focus. I love it because I'm a multiple business owner, late night worker, and then I have all the meetings, all the Zoom calls during the day. So being able to not only get in the zone, but stay in the zone and to focus throughout the day, this is like a lifeline to me. I love the focus patch. It's probably one of my favorite. That's what I got on the bicep there. Is the
Yeah,
focus patch,
I
right?
actually love that one. That's my favorite because I will tell you, when you get older, that's also that focus kind of slides out.
Memory.
So
I've
people
I've
like,
sent a couple of these for children, kids who have children that or have ADHD, and a kind of sensory. This is huge, huge for them
yeah,
as well. So, but I always pair it with the victory, like for the kids with the focus issues, then it's
yeah.
the focus, victory, and the peace, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what my grandbabies do. They homeschool and all that. So whenever it's like a crazy day, they really put that on there. So
it,
on
there's
them.
been there's been people that just feel blah. They don't understand why they feel blah. It could be the winter coming on. It could be things that happen in life. The holidays is really hard for a lot of different people.
Yep,
So the peace, the joy, and the liberty is a
yep,
great combination for that blah feeling. Or if it is that you're having a tough time during the season because there's a lot of anniversaries of some not
right,
so good stuff that happen and
right.
challenges. So
But you
that's
need to
that.
bring all three of those back up too, because really, coming in, we just came out of Thanksgiving and all that. So we just came out of all that craziness. You're with family, you're traveling, you're doing all the things. And now we're going into the Christmas holiday. So hold those up because I'm going to add something to you that I think is great. And it's called Kick It.
Kick it.
Everyone's making the cookies and the fudge and all these things. And this is amazing for so many things, but it's amazing for kicking the craves of sugar or carbs, or, there's been so many other things that it's really good for habits, bad habits, or things like people do. So, there's so many things if they're talking to you about it. This is an amazing, amazing product, patch right here. And we used it during the Thanksgiving, and I didn't eat near as much pie as I normally do.
I
I
had
don't
had
want to
one of my clients did the kick it, and I was like, "So what do you think?" And I'm thinking like cravings or whatever else. She's like, "You know what? I haven't cussed as much." I was like, "Well,
Oh,
there's one right there." Right? She's like, "I would, I've noticed I'm not cussing as much." And she combined it with the peace, and she's like, "I'm a lot calmer." She's like, "I gave my whole house peace, and everybody felt better."
oh,
Like,
you know
she's like,
what?
"Once I experienced peace, I gave it to everybody, kids, husband, the whole 9 yards, and the whole house calmed down."
I
Right?
have to share really fast. We have a friend that is like really fast. He has this business, and he's this way with business and this way just in real life. And my kids helped him one day, and it was like they came back home. They're like, "So how'd it go?" And they're like, "Well, we saw another side of this person that we never even knew existed. So we're going to call it parking lot then because they have a striping business, and then there's church." There's church friendly friend Tim, and so it's like, what is that? And so anyway, we got him started on the peace, and we got him started on this, and we got him started on the liberty. And it was so funny because we didn't even realize any of that. And he shared, he's like, you know what? I've not had the parking lot person pop out anymore. I noticed that whenever something didn't happen, something went wrong. And I have to tell you, anybody who does any of that stuff, you have to have patience anyway, because you can have cones up and all of this stuff. Please don't drive through here, and you'll freshly paint the stripes
Somebody's gonna
and
drive through
wreck your
anyway.
car. So you can understand why they lose it, but that doesn't happen anymore. So that was really
He was the first person because he actually did the straight to balance test on Alec whenever
yes,
it is that we first came, and it was his story. I was like, boy, I need some of that to be able to be calm in the middle of a storm.
yes,
That sparked my interest, right?
that's
And so
great.
it's just amazing. Again, just to keeping it simple. I love it because
Very
you
simple.
put on the patch, right? And then we have the 7 day experience straw pack, so the way it is that you could try
Yeah,
it. A lot of people are just jumping in and they're getting the full packs because they already like, let's go. I need to be able to get some more of this in my life. Our
yeah,
passion, and this is what got me with Joy, because I know her passion and I know her heart is helping people. She
yeah,
called me up. It wasn't to be able to sell me anything. She saw that Wendy was in pain. I have something that may help. Give it a run and let's see what's going to happen. I'm
yeah.
one of those people, once I experience stuff, I can't help but share it, right? So I started talking about Wendy's results, Alex results with his baseball and feeling better and his focus at school and everything else like that. My results with the focus. I also had some pain. I had some back pain. We're working out really hard, so I had some soreness. So whenever I did the freedom, it was helping with that. I did the victory, and all of a sudden I'm hitting PRs in the gym without even thinking about it. And it's not like I was super Hulk and I wanted to run through the wall. It was just I was wearing it, and all of a sudden I noticed it got a little bit easier to finish my workouts, and I'm lifting a little bit heavier, and I'll have a little bit more stamina, and then throughout the day I was having more energy as well. Speaking of
Wow.
energy, the boosts that just launched on
Oh
November,
yeah, that's
December
this
the
one right here.
1st,
I love
right?
it. Oh my
So
gosh, this is amazing. So I'll just tell you that Mike and I had such a long weekend. We had to drive to Abilene Saturday morning, have that family Thanksgiving and all that, and then Sunday morning we had to drive to Austin. A dear friend of ours had lost a loved one, so we were attending the funeral. But we literally stayed up until 3 a.m. Sunday morning because we were visiting with family. Then we got up and we had to be out the door by 8 to get to Austin and all that good stuff. And then by the time we finished all that, we were driving back to Oklahoma, got in at 2. So we put the boost patch on because we were both so exhausted. And that was the most amazing drive, not drowsy, not anything, just had this nice, just really nice, peaceful drive. So this is not just for the driving and all that, but it's amazing. I put it on in the mornings when I go, to work and everything, and I have a better focus, and I love it. It's
And
been
it's no ingredient. It's no
not enough that
ingredient,
I can
no
say.
stimulants, no
No,
crash, which is
no,
what I love about it. There's so many people who it is that are on energy drinks. They've been waiting for this one to come out because they're on energy drinks. They know they're not good for them, their heart, their liver,
right.
all of that stuff. So to be able to go to a no ingredient patch that's going to give them that natural energy. Like I've been off of caffeine for almost 4 years now. And so I'm excited about the boost patch, right? And my shoot
Yes,
every day now. And I'm excited about the boost patch to be able to use that because it's a great way to be able to get energy. And when I'm working late nights like this one as well, being able to put it on and then take it off and then and be good to go. That's a huge
right.
win.
Well,
Well,
one other thing is, we have a mutual friend who is a truck driver, and he used to drink energy drinks all the time, and his wife's been kind of on him. And when this came out, he has not had one energy drink for 2 weeks. Like,
that's
this has
that's wild.
literally taken his place and covered it. So it's just patch and go, patch and put it
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah. I love it. I love it. So,
Love
so
it.
again, like I said, our passion is helping people to have
Yeah,
a holistic, no ingredient solution. There's tons of people who are just tired of taking all the over the counter stuff
yeah,
or taking all this stuff where it is that the side effects are as long as the benefits
yes,
that they have. So to
yep,
be able to have a solution to be able to give them this no ingredients, no side effects, safe for kids, safe for pregnant women, safe for people who it is that are already on a whole bunch of different stuff. I have a lady I'm super excited to be able to help. Her daughter is about to have her first baby, and she wants to go as drug free as possible through this process. So freedom, peace, and liberty is what it is that I gave to her. So we get to see that happen.
that's
Super excited for
amazing.
them. Yeah. So
Yeah,
just all these different people who it is that I'm able to offer solutions for as a wellness coach. That's my
yeah,
passion. That's what it is that I love to do
yeah,
is to be able to help people. And so now being able to have this. So again, thank you, Joy, for introducing us to
absolutely,
the super
absolutely.
patch, and just excited about all the people who it is I'm going to help. Reach out if it is that you have one of the things that we mentioned, whatever stuck out to you, just message me. Or if you have my phone number, text me, uh, about it. And then I'm excited to be able to allow you to be able to try the super patch and then use your story. You'll be the next story of somebody who's had amazing, amazing results on that as well. So thank you, Joy, so much for
Yeah,
hopping
you're
on
welcome.
with me,
Absolutely.
guys, and
It's an
thank you
honor.
for listening in. Hopefully this answers some of your questions. If not, put them inside the comments, shoot me a message, and we'll hop on another live if that's what we need to do. All
Yeah.
right, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.